everyone and welcome to my workshop. My name is Isabel and today I'm going to show you how to make a mask from recycled objects. Now these are the items that you're going to need. First of all, a visor, a stapler and some staples, a pair of scissors, any size is good as long as they're sharp and you're comfortable working with them, some all-purpose glue, fabric glue, a pair of funny googly eyes, a pair of buttons, preferably of the same color, a craft knife, masking tape, an old hat, and very important, some junk mail and some old packaging. Step 1. So we're going to start with the visor. Now get a piece of the packaging. So as you can see, it's got its own perforation over here. You're just going to place the flat bit in front. Now keep it as high as possible, and as you're working, always make sure that if you're going to fix something, you try it on first so your visibility is good. Okay? And then with the stapler, just staple it into place. This can be a bit fiddly, so you might need an adult to help you, but that's fine. Okay, it's just a little click. If you don't want to use the stapler, you can use glue, but obviously it'll take a lot longer to dry. And you just click that over there, and it's fixed in place. Step 2. First of all, I'm just going to cut off this extra bit over here because we don't need it. Now, with the extra bit that I had cut off earlier, I'm going to give it a neat edge by cutting it off. And with the craft knife, so let's just put this to one side. I'm just going to make a line along there from one corner to the other. Okay, so then you just bend it slightly over there. Always make sure to put the blade of your craft knife back in, okay, because you can really hurt with that. Step 3. We're going to stick the beak onto the bird's face. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in the middle, fold that out, 1 and 2, so that the beak can stick over there. So stick a bit of glue there. This is the multi-purpose glue that I mentioned earlier. Get the beak, make sure those two little flaps stay out, and stick them 1 and 2, and give it a little bit of a chance to dry.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so while that's drying, we're going to put that to one side, and we're going to cut out the feathers. And you've got one little feather over there. So I've cut out some that I made earlier, and now I'm going to show you how to stick them onto the top of the part of the bird. Now with your stapler, use the largest feather, stick it in the middle and click. This is all improvisation, and the fun thing with working with recycled materials is that if you make a mistake, it's not going to be an expensive one. Now we're going to stick on the googly eyes somewhere here, and then the nostrils. Where's my glue? And you've got one eye there. The same with the buttons, which are going to be the bird's nostrils. Now, you make sure that everything has dried, everything that you stuck on has dried. Grab your masking tape and cut a piece and just stick down this. Ta-da! Here he is, our bird. Step 4. So I'm just going to cut a piece about this size. Again, you don't have to worry about being too precise, but it's as plain as possible, all right? And once again, always making sure that you measure before you do something. Just see more or less how far it's going to extend on the mask. I'm going to cut off about 2 centimeters from either side. So just take that, fold it in two, like this, and leave room for his big googly eyes. Now you can do one layer or several layers, it's entirely up to you. So when you open it out, you've got this. And then fold it again and just cut like this. So there you go. You've got his eyebrows. And that's gonna go there. His long feathery sideburns. All right, again, get whatever color you want, all right, and just cut. I've cut the whole of the flyer there, all right, cut it in two and see what it looks like on either side. And now for the final touch. Here's a little blue feather that I cut out earlier from the same board that I made the beak from. And I'm just going to stick it over there just to give it a bit more contrast and interest. And ta-da! Here's your little bird mask. Okay, it's great because you can still wear it, you can still breathe easily, but you're still within the COVID restrictions. Okay, and here is, if you want to add on to that, you can make this using the same principles I used here, chopping up flyers and leaflets. You can really go crazy. Just get this. I find that using a hat, an old hat as a base, is really useful. Just cut off the brim, okay, which is usually quite easy, just with a pair of scissors, cut off the brim, and then stick on all the little bits and pieces according to your liking. I hope you enjoyed it.